Hello and welcome to Mythbusters, the truth about psychic mediums. I have decided to blast away any misconceptions you might have about us because I am one. Okay, number one, we get a lot of really strange looks. And the first one is called the Stair. This is similar to the way you would stare at a pregnant woman because you're looking at her belly and thinking, holy crap, there's a kid in there. People stare at me and think, holy crap, she talks to dead people. And then they automatically picture me dancing with the zombies in Michael Jackson's Thriller video. However, nothing could be further from the truth. When I channel, it comes through as pure love energy. And it is beautiful and wonderful and amazing. And number two, we have the side eye. This is where they look at me and squint like this. And that is where people are wondering if I am reading them. Is she downloading information on me? Is she reading me? Chances are, if I've been doing readings all day, I'm tired. It takes effort to channel. It takes intense mental focus to download information for people. So just assume that I'm erring on the side of laziness and that I am more than perfectly happy to listen to you describe the blender you just bought in detail. Also, there is a certain psychic privacy involved. There's an integrity involved with what I do, where the other side isn't just going to give me gratuitous information about you. The information that I download is always meant to help somebody or bring them healing in some way. And the other side are the energy conservers of the universe. So they're not just going to give me gratuitous information about you. It's a need-to-know basis. And I would also need your permission in order to read you, okay? So don't worry about that. Number two, they think we are fortune tellers who can tell the future. Now, yes, I can tell you what's going to happen a lot of the time in readings because it's in the near future. I can see what's going to happen based on people's free will if the decision's already made. For example, I recently did a reading for a woman who was trying to figure out whether or not she was going to get the job. And so I was able to tune into the hiring manager who had already made the free will decision to hire her. And the whole reading was what happens next? What are next steps? Because he had already made up his mind. He had already made that free will decision to hire her. So that was easy. However, a person's free will can't necessarily be determined. Like I can tell you what they're leaning towards, but they could easily change their mind. And that path is dependent upon that person's decision. So I will see the different alternate realities of what could happen based on that person's decision. So don't ever believe somebody when they say this is for sure going to happen, because the future is never set in stone. It is constantly in flux and constantly changing based on people's free will. Okay, and number three, we are all charlatans who just want money. Last year, I performed over 500 free readings, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I loved doing that. I loved helping people. But the other side did intervene eventually. They came forward and said, Christine, we need you to doing this full-time. We don't want you getting a part-time job. We want you doing this full-time. So we need you to start charging. And we're concerned that you are making yourself an energetic match for free readings, which means you are attracting people into your life that do not value what you do. They said, you value people's time as being worth something. You need to value your own time as being worth something. And we want you to start charging. So that's what I ended up doing. And that was from them. That was from the other side. I do not have any friends that do not have a legitimate connection to the other side. They're all legitimate and all of their rates are very reasonable. So I personally am not a charlatan. I don't know any charlatans, but I do know there are a lot out there that give us a bad name. Okay, number four, we are all witches that dance with the devil, and what we do is satanic. Now, I have dealt with the demonic realm. I don't enjoy doing it. It's not fun. They infuse my entire body with anger and hate. They scratch me. It's not a great experience at all. But the only time I ever do it is to help somebody in some way or to bring them healing. So I clear houses, I clear people because people sometimes have demons attached to them. but it's not something that I enjoy doing. It's something that I tolerate. Most of the time, I deal with the angelic realm, the fantastic, loving, amazing, and sunny side of the next dimension. So it is hard for me to see people who view what I do as ugly in any way. A good example of this is when I was laying in the bathtub at Red Rock Hotel in Vegas watching the Saturday Night Live 40-year anniversary special. And Melissa McCarthy was doing her impersonation of Matt Foley, motivational speaker, previously performed by Chris Farley. While I was watching it, Chris Farley's soul showed up and told me that he thought she was doing a great job. He thought her performance was fantastic. Now, to me, that was beautiful. I think the fact that, I would be able to pass a message like that along to Melissa McCarthy would be beautiful and wonderful and amazing. I don't think that is ugly, that he came through in any way. I think it's beautiful. Okay, and then number 5, they think that we are all ungrounded, spacey freaks. I don't know any spacey people. All my friends are pretty grounded, down to earth. A lot of them are married with kids. Just your total normal, everyday person that happens to have a lovely connection to the other side. Our stereotype is really as Venice Beach loving, yoga mat toting, toe ring wearing, henna tattoo getting, crystal wearing, fluffy freaks. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have a red belt in Taekwondo, and for those of you who are familiar with martial arts, you know that red belt is right below black. Well, I ended up turning in my dobok for a yoga mat, so I actually am a yoga mat toter. And I do love Venice Beach. I'm wearing a toe ring right now. I love getting henna tattoos and telling my parents that they're permanent. I have crystals all over my desk, but I do also live in Los Angeles, so there you go. I'm one of those. I live near the beach. So that is it. Just wanted to address all the stereotypes that at least I'm aware of. This video is mainly for entertainment purposes, so I hope you found it amusing. In the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.